And we are back, Gmac Winnie, coming at you with another edition of the Outlaw Blitz podcast. Big fella, let's get dangerous.
So what brought us in today? Because that made me feel like I should have like a banana cone in my back pocket.
It was inspired by you.
Okay.
It's I'm Free by Kenny Loggins.
Okay, so it was a great time frame.
Yeah.
All right, cool. What's going on?
Not much, man. A little bit of snow today.
I had no idea, honestly, it was going to do that.
Me neither. Had all these plans, and like I said, I watched like the end of a movie I was finishing up. I looked out the window, and I'm like, apparently I'm not going anywhere.
Right.
Now I live in the middle of a gigantic fucking hill. And when, you hear a truck just spinning its tires outside, and I can't get over the hump because I'm in the middle of it. I said, I'm gonna stay here for a while. Watched another movie that I never saw before, which was pretty good.
And a while turned into all day?
Yeah, I mean, I handled stuff I had to handle, though. Like I, got all my dishes done, this stuff, stuff. Yeah, little shit.
That's cool. I guess we're supposed to get something a little more substantial Monday night to Tuesday.
Really?
Like a 3 to 6.
Come on, man. We're ready for business.
You jinxed this shit last week. I said no, we were done. You said no, we're definitely getting one more.
Well, that's just how it works, man.
I know.
We're in like fake spring last week.
Oh, super fake spring.
It's supposed to be like 50 tomorrow, though.
I'll take that. Whatever we got here will melt. But
yeah,
I'm ready for real spring. I know it's probably only about a month away. I mean, shit. March 1st is what? Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, and I think baseball spring training started games today.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Good stuff.
XFL is pretty fucking awesome first week out.
I haven't gotten to watch really.
Have you seen any of the highlights, though?
I saw some highlights. I saw a lot of write-ups that said it was outstanding.
I love their kickoff rule.
Okay.
We talked about this loosely a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
But to see it back again years, and people. So that's the thing. Football fans a couple years ago either didn't watch it or were watching it and forgot about it.
Right.
And now they're like, this is what the NFL should do on kickoffs. You line up 5 yards apart. You have one return guy and one kicker back each level. So you got a return guy inside like the 10, and you got the kicker back at the 40, and then you got 10 guys just 5 yards apart lined up. Once he catches it, it's live.
Okay.
So you don't have that running down the field, huge contact stuff.
Right.
You're only 5 yards apart.
And your return guy's got a shot to break something.
And he's got a shot, but very rarely do they get taken to the house.
Yeah. Now, what's your feeling? Do you think with the USFL coming in April, it's too much?
Well, here, I think you're going to see the NFL expand again. And I think you're going to see 2 more teams because they're at 32 now.
Right.
And I think you're going to see 2 more teams in Europe.
Yeah.
And then they're going to stay there for so long. You know what I mean? To play. Like,
you're going to see a London team.
Say the Jets go to the London Silly Nannies.
Well, realistically,
and then go to a Germany team, the German, the Germany. They're the Rhine Fire back in the World League, right?
Right.
Just say now you got 2 weeks. You're playing 2 games. You can stay over there and then hit your bye week.
Right.
So I think if they plan it out right, they could kind of get it done.
And logistically, it sounds like it's a lot further. It's not, because if you're flying from New York to London or New York to California,
right?
I think Cali is actually a longer flight.
It is
by an hour.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's not bad.
No, and then the other side of that I think is pretty good is in football, unlike baseball, you don't have a developmental leagues.
Right.
These are like official developmental leagues.
Now the USFL, they held their college draft this week.
Yeah.
And if you look, it's a lot of D3, a lot of D2, some D1 guys.
But that's the point, right?
Right. You want to develop these kids.
Because there's no development. Now, we're in a highly unrecruited area, right? Just say.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jimmy Ball, 6'5", 240, monster of a kid.
Right.
Never, went to college, but maybe never got the push and the proper technique coaching.
Right.
That maybe one of these USFL teams could take out.
Right. He's got the physical makeup and tools, and superior coaching brings it out.
Right. Yeah. Just saying.
Right.
He has time to develop.
You look at the staffs. You're looking at least for the XFL, all former NFL or high level college coaches.
Yes.
Bob Stoops, Hines Ward, or actually his ward man in the USFL. I'm trying to remember Rod Woodson.
Right.
You've got big names. Listen, I think between the practice squads, which have expanded and have allowed a lot of guys to maybe bang around a year or two, get bigger, get stronger, and then they get their chance. Throw that in with a year or two in the XFL or the USFL, and you've got a much deeper talent pool for the NFL.
And you can develop quarterbacks.
You can.
That's the biggest difference I noticed.
Definitely.
The last time when they went away, the quarterbacking was kind of really bad, and it dragged everything down.
The first XFL.
Now you have, even the last time, right when COVID hit.
Right.
Now you have like AJ McCarron looks like AJ McCarron in college.
Right.
He didn't really get the shake in the NFL because he played behind somebody or whatever. But now you can kind of develop that again.
Yeah.
So I kind of like it. The crowds are crazy. They're like 10,000 maybe.
Right.
But play in a smaller stadium and light it up, man.
Yeah. I would find the best college stadiums in your area and use them instead of going to a pro stadium and only selling 20,000 tickets.
Not even. Like, find smaller stadiums. Not even like big college stadiums, because a lot of college stadiums are bigger than NFL stadiums.
Imagine the Marist.
Well, that's what I mean.
That place would be jammed.
Right. That's what like a smaller college stadium.
And the environment gets wild.
I'm saying if you went to like Neyland Stadium in Tennessee, that's way bigger than like Nissan Stadium for the Titans.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
What I mean?
Or Michigan with their 100,000.
Right. That's bigger than what the dome is for the Lions.
Right. It's listen, I think you've got good names behind it in both areas. It's well thought out this time. They've had time to plan it. Like you look back at XFL version 1, you had Tommy Maddox, who was the lone, him, Rod Smart, he hate me.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the lone bright spots that came out of that league. The rest of it was pretty much like, ooh.
Right, but now it's not that way. You got a bunch of names you know.
Right. Martavis Bryant with his first professional catch since 2015.
Josh Gordon.
Oh, is he playing?
Yeah, he's playing.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, they were like, man, this guy still can play football.
Absolutely.
So, it's just cool to see.
Cool.
Pitchers and catchers. Baseball started, and then the NASCAR races snowed out today in California.
Holy shit, imagine that.
In California.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Think about that.
It was what, Fontana?
Yeah. But that's wild, dude.
Now, damn, how does NASCAR clean off a track to get ready? Are they gonna go tomorrow? Are they gonna go Monday? Have they said yet?
Flamethrowers.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, they'll get it figured out.
Yeah.
A
snowed out race. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like, I don't know that it was sticking like that, but
right.
the precipitation, the track was wet. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing that everything starting up and everything that's been on TV kind of sparked your pick for top 5 this week.
No, not really. I want to get back into it.
Yeah.
I reached out to Johnny Honocletus.
Okay.
Also known as the Handsome One. And I'm like, yo, dude, do you got anything going on from March 19th to the 25th?
Yeah.
And he's like, I actually have people in town, so I won't be available, but all the golf courses are open.
Yeah. Oh, wide open.
And so I got to reach out to Lurch.
Yeah.
I reached out to Tanner in North Carolina.
Right.
I'm thinking about throwing my clubs in the car and like renting a car, throwing my clubs in the car, going to see my nephew for a couple days.
Yeah.
Going over to Myrtle Beach, seeing Lurch, your dad, Kat's dad, all my buddies in the Myrtle Beach area.
Nice.
Play some golf and enjoy a couple days away from here.
Awesome.
That's the idea.
Awesome. Good plan.
That's the plan. I haven't played in probably like 4 years.
Yeah.
And listen, somebody a long time ago, I was going to sell my clubs. They're like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
They don't owe you a dime.
Right.
Sit there in a corner. When you're ready to play, you just pull them out. And,
yeah, you're right.
And now here I am getting ready to go back golfing again. I really want to get my kid into golfing. Yeah. I think he wants, he's kind of making his mind up. He wants to go in the business world. Like he wants to be. And I think more deals get done on a golf course
you're damn right.
than doing a boardroom.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, that's kind of what sparked it all.
Cool.
All right, ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
This week's top 5, the top 5 favorite local golf courses.
All right. I'll kick it off with a question, honestly. My number 5 on my list is Falls View Golf Course in Ellenville. It was Fallsville Golf Course that honors Haven Resort. It's a 9-hole course. It was a Robert Trent Jones course, opened in 1960. Are they open anymore?
Probably not. Is that where we drove through the water?
Potentially. I remember we used to play them on Friday afternoons because they had the special.
Yeah, but that's the course we left work early and started our vacation together.
Yeah, we did.
We 100% drove through the water.
I think we did.
You're like, George, that's not a path.
Yeah. But, dude, for a 9-hole course, it had a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
It had a beautiful view. But I think it fell victim to the whole...
The Neville Grand, Hudson Valley Resort, that was all in the same spot.
Right. I think it fell victim to that
Felonville.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that place that whole area became a shithole.
Right.
And it was super nice with all this nice stuff, but nobody wanted to go up there because of the surrounding town.
I think that's what it was. But Falls View, for the few times we got to play it, stuck in my mind because we had good rounds there. It was cheap.
Yeah. Wasn't that the one where the first tee box was like right off you pulled in, you went to the clubhouse and it was right off the clubhouse and it went like kind of downhill?
Yep, in the water, and there was water, a nice long pond on the left that I found a lot of times.
Who? What didn't? Yes, we went and Zach.
Yeah.
And his cousin Cliffy came with us.
That's correct.
And Cliffy ran my ball over in the thing.
Right.
So I hit his straight into the water.
That's right.
Yes.
I do remember that.
I remember that now, yeah.
So that was a good course. Unfortunately, say we won't get to play it, but it had to make my list because I always enjoyed it.
Cool. My number 5, Stone Dock in Stone Ridge, New York.
Okay.
Quirky little course.
Yep.
You know, every year got a little bit better.
Yeah.
And then when me and Sedlak used to play, Ledsack, used to play that a lot.
Right.
Like, him and I would be off the same days, and we'd play that a lot. And then we would go down the road to the High Falls Cafe, and we'd get these Reubens and a couple beers when we were done.
Yeah.
Well, the High Falls Cafe then came to Stone Dock and took over the restaurant.
It was Ivan's on the Green, and it turned into the High Falls Cafe.
Yep. And then now the Reuben was right at the thing when you were done.
It was perfect.
And one of the weirdest 9th holes where you go straight up the fucking hill to the clubhouse, right at the windows.
Yeah, it was
like
pretty...
you got to be pretty brave to put them windows. If you just go off the back of the green, you're hitting the building.
That better be shatterproof.
Yeah.
One thing I can remember about that course though is once mid-September hit, it almost became unplayable because of the fucking leaves.
Yes.
Oh, you lost balls left and right on that course.
Yeah,
But it
did.
was a great course.
Yep.
Number 4, the Links at Unionville, LaGrangeville, New York.
Probably the best round of golf I ever played in my life.
One of my worst, but one of my funnest days on a golf course.
Yeah, that was a birthday round for my birthday.
Yep. For people who don't know, it's a Scottish link style 18-hole course, long, 6,800 yards, opened in 2000, and their website address is lovgolf.com.
Nice.
Great course, beautiful course.
One of the best parts of that day, I don't know if everybody realized, I was super calm, which I'm usually not.
Yeah.
And that was because I think I got a Vicodin from somebody that had one, and I popped one of them in a beer, and I was good to go for the day. And I shot an 83 there, bro. That was a phenomenal round for me at that time.
Yeah, that's a course where you leave the driver home.
And I remember distinctly, Sedlak said something to me before we went out, and he was like, just play it backwards. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, if you know you're good from 130 out or 120 out, don't try to get there. Try to get to 120 and then get in.
Right.
And when I started thinking that, because it's a very tricky course.
Yes.
And if you remember, I probably could have broke 80, but we went downhill on that par 3 with the 2 7-foot deep bunkers on each side, and I hit a 6 because it rolled off the side into that, and then I think, or 7.
2 out of it, I think it was, maybe.
Yeah, and maybe 2 putted.
Yeah, to get to... No, it might have been a 6. Maybe
it might have been a 6.
I think it was a 6.
But you know what I mean?
Right.
So if you just get on the green, I'm at 80.
But you're playing essentially like notepad to notepad.
Right.
Because it's high brush
and it
All
was
around.
it's probably the closest thing you can think of to like an English style golf course.
Yeah,
In England, right?
It was actually built by Scottish guys that were basically tired of American courses that didn't have that, and it's immaculate. The course is beautiful.
Awesome course. Number 4 for me, the Lazy Swan in Saugerties, New York.
Left it off the list.
Okay. I loved it when it was a 9-hole better.
Yes.
But for this area, you couldn't find, when you were in the rough, it was like most places, fairways.
It was clean.
Super clean.
Yeah.
Some of our best days were there hanging out, having fun. I love the original 9-hole design. I think they reopened it at the end of last year. They got the greens back in shape and everything.
Nice. It's a good for the area. It's
really
pretty course.
That it went downhill was kind of crazy, but now there's this influx of money coming back.
Good.
So I'm hoping to see it come back.
Good. Number 3, Rainbow Golf Club, Greenville, New York.
Can we just hold on? Oh, no, that's my number 3, too.
Okay.
I thought it was higher, but no, Rainbow.
18 holes, par 71, again, 6,000 yards.
The only true island green in New York, I believe.
And their website is www.theislandgreen.com.
This has been told on this show before. I throw a beer. We go to on vacation. We're going to golf today. I throw a beer to Winnie. Yo, Winnie, let's get the round rolling. I throw him a fucking Bud Light Lime in a can. It goes right through his hands and explodes in his shoe. And for the first 5 holes, you just heard...
With every step.
His foot was full of an entire beer. Blew up on his shoe.
A beautiful course, and it's one of the courses that's in that little triangle of courses.
Yes.
With,
Thunderheart.
In Sunny Hill.
Yeah. Sunny Hill I was not a fan of.
No, Thunderheart's
crazy. Like, you could hit it straight down the fairway and be in trouble.
And and there's holes there where you actually have to hit balls over their motel.
Yeah.
To get to the fairway.
Yeah. Pretty weird stuff.
Yeah.
So that was my number 3, too. Number 2.
College Hill Golf Course, Poughkeepsie, New York.
That's the best shot you ever hit in your life was at that house.
Without a doubt. It's a 9-hole course, opened in 1933.
Roll them up.
In the center of the ghetto of Poughkeepsie.
Roll them up.
If you didn't have directions to get you there, you have no idea what was there.
We were literally told, when you think there's some dead bodies up in them woods, just keep going over the hill, and you'll find it.
That's exactly what it was.
That's exactly what the guy told us.
Oh my God. Awesome round of golf that day. Beautiful course in the middle of a city. Who would have thought it?
I had a terrible day. There were brand new clubs that day.
Yeah.
It was the first outing with him. But you came within like an inch and a half of hole in one.
Yeah.
That was the best golf shot you ever hit.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Hands down.
My number 2, Green Acres in Kingston, New York.
Belongs on the list.
It does. And the reason I put it on there is we're high handicap golfers.
Right.
It's a nice open field, open whatever. It's not you don't have all these tight trees and huge hazards. You can kind of really learn your game and craft your game.
Right.
But I'm not somebody that just plays that one course. Like, we have buddies. Shantos is a big one. He's a good golfer. He's always been.
Yeah.
First time I ever went golfing was with him and his dad. We were like 12, so like late 80s. I'm like, I'm going to kill this ball because I was a good baseball player.
Yeah.
I couldn't hit shit. James is a good golfer. I'm surprised he never golfed in high school. But he would always love to play that course because he always played well there and would try to beat his own personal records. I'm like, yeah, you're good here, but go and play other places to see how good you really are. And he is. He could play other places.
Right.
But anytime I wanted to play, he'd be like, oh, let's play Green Acres. I do like Green Acres, though, and they've done a lot of work to it, and that's where I'm going to start Boston off as.
Yeah, I played my first rounds because Alapaha didn't exist yet.
Right.
I played my first rounds there with my grandfather, and my father played all through high school. Now, I haven't played since they reorientated the courses, though.
What did they really change?
There's new tee boxes. They put new hazards in. Yeah, I haven't played since they realigned.
My favorite was always the par 3 that went down into the backwoods by that shed.
Yep.
Love that par 3.
Yep. Good. Like you said, it's a good beginner course, but there's still some challenging spots on it.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. Number 1, Dinsmore Golf Course, Statsburg, New York. And in my research today, it's the third oldest course in the country.
That is crazy. That's crazy to know. That's crazy stat line. I knew you'd come up with something like that.
1893 was when it opened.
I do not have very good things to say about that golf course because this was when Highland was losing weight and decided to walk this fucking golf course, and it's all hills in every direction. I'm like, what were you thinking?
What was I thinking?
And then he tries to have a snack at the time. You remember this? And you ate too fast, and you're throwing up on the side of the thing. And I'm like, this motherfucker, as we're towing these things all around.
Yep.
We were much younger and thinner guys then.
Yes, very much so. Again, of course, I played a lot growing up with. It was the first true 18-hole course I played.
Mm-hmm.
I loved the long wide fairways with the hills on each side. You had the one hole where you basically had to hit straight up the hill, was a par 3, and a par 3 that went straight down.
Yep.
It had a kick-ass restaurant at the end for the 19th hole. So
that's cool.
Yep.
My number 1, Blackhead Mountain, Round Top, New York.
Awesome course.
I can't believe it didn't make your top 5.
Yeah, it was in the running. It was definitely in the running.
That's where one of our best stories ever comes from. That's where. Not, I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
We're out there having a good time, and I mean we're having a really good fucking round, and we're very competitive.
Yeah,
we were playing great, and we get to round 16, 15,
because the last 3 holes were torture.
15, and we're competitive, and Highland tries to be slick and fart on me, except for it wasn't a fart. Something moved. And his stomach cramped, and we were way out there. Way out there. So he takes hole 16 off, and me, being the asshole that I am, does not, refuses to go back to the clubhouse. So then he skips 16 and 17, and then on 18, me being me, bait him. I talk shit, and I bait him, and I smoke one out over these trees into the landing area for the 18th. He goes, oh, yeah? Watch this. He gets up there, and he takes the most hellacious cut. But as he whiffs, he shits his pants.
It was so bad. I left the underwear in that bathroom.
You left the drawers right now.
Oh, it was bad.
The poor bastard had to go clean out that can that night.
I will say with that course was my longest drive for sure. I hit one about 345.
Was that when we were up on top of the hill and didn't go on the chicken shit?
Smoked it. Oh my god, I got into it.
My brake went somewhere.
Yeah, and then with a course like Blackhead, you learn you can drive for show, but it doesn't do you much good up there.
No, it doesn't.
Plays off the mountain. The fairways are narrow, and you can lose balls easily.
That's also the place that I thought I was going to die playing golf. I let my nephew Troy drive the cart, and he's like, I know how to drive, and he's got it flat-footed coming down to 17.
Oh boy!
And we had to be going like 60 miles an hour, and the wheels going like, and I'm just waiting to get launched out of the thing, and then there's people like stopped at the thing. We must have skidded like 40 feet on the gravel and fucking come up like 6 inches short of just absolutely plowing into these people.
Oh my god. I did play around with Chris at Rainbow, and he fucking tweaked his back, and he missed like 3 weeks of softball because of it. He had to go to the chiropractor and shit for it. He tweaked it so bad. We
got to get back out there. That's what this is about. Yeah, that's why I picked the top
He bought a new set last year. I got to get a new set. Mine are just shot. But, yeah, it would be great to get back out.
Yeah, I really can't wait.
Yep.
I'm excited for it. That was a fun top 5.
Hell yeah.
All right. Now we're going to move on to a new segment that I came up with this week.
Okay. The Teenage Dirtbag?
Yeah, the name of the segment is Dirtbag. All right. Have you ever eaten cereal out of a country crock butter container?
Absolutely. No
Dirtbag.
No doubt have I.
Now you get the gist of this,
Yes.
right? Really quick.
Yeah.
All right, number 2. There's 10 of them.
All right.
Have you ever spent less than $5 in gas, and what was the lowest you spent?
86 cents.
86 cents.
Yeah.
Is that back when it was for 1 gallon back in our day?
Yes, absolutely.
And I mean in a car, not for a lawnmower.
No, my car.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 gallon.
86. I've never spent less than $5.
Yeah, it was 1 gallon. It was 1993.
Ramage was the king of $3.
$3.
I'm like, why don't you just put 5 in? At 3.
You know, I'm the king of loose change.
Yes.
If
I
I
know
have
that.
change.
$4.82.
Yeah, I've done dumb shit like that all
But
the
you just
time.
did it to Boston. You gave $9.86.
I put 5 in to come up here tonight.
Oh my God. Does anyone you associate with say wash instead of wash?
You fucking know what they do.
Dirtbag. All right, number 4. Has anyone in the family ever owned a PT Cruiser?
Fuck you.
Dirtbag.
Scumbag. I love my PT loser.
That's what it is, a PT loser.
Oh, man.
Number 5. Have you ever had a tug of war with the waiter who was trying to present the wine bottle?
That I haven't. That I could say I haven't. But that is a dirtbag move.
Yeah, but if you don't know,
Right.
like, basically white trash, jeans and t-shirt,
So
I don't know. The guy comes up, I'm like, hey, cool. The guy's pulling it
He's
back.
trying to show you the vintage and everything. Like, just give me the fucking bottle.
Yeah. Dirtbag.
Yep.
So you weren't on that one.
You did that?
Yeah, I didn't know
Where?
any better. I don't know. Probably like was it Emiliani's was down there?
Where the steakhouse is now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably there. All right. Number 6. Have you ever blacked out from energy drinks?
Oh,
From energy drinks, bro.
I haven't. Why you?
No, but I know
I know
people that have
too.
Yeah.
Yes.
How fucked up is that?
That's bad.
That's like a special kind of trash bag there.
Yeah, our buddy's been told anymore your fucking heart will explode.
Yeah,
Don't drink
and
no
meanwhile
more.
he's got 7 in his bag
Oh,
every day.
horrible.
All right, number 7. Yeah, have you ever dipped? You definitely didn't do this, but it made me laugh. Have you ever dipped a spark plug in gas to get the lawnmower running? You may have done this.
May not dipped in gas, but fucking hosed down with starter fluid.
Starter fluid,
Oh yeah.
And put it in.
Fuck yeah.
Just to get it
Yeah,
running.
Brent showed me how to do that.
Who did?
My father-in-law.
Oh.
My ex-father-in-law.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we would store the mower outside under the deck for the winter, so it was
Right.
change the fucking plug. We didn't have a fucking plug when I was running to town.
Yeah.
Fucking dripping. Start
right up. All right. Have you ever thrown out silverware just on to wash it?
Yes.
Dirtbag.
Yes, I have.
Fuck that.
Fuck that. When I go downstairs,
Oh my God, we're idiots.
I've got a fucking box of plastic forks in my bedroom just because of that.
Oh my God. I like this segment.
True story. Oh, shit.
I'm fucking crying over here. Oh my God. Number 9. Have you ever made your own jean shorts? Dirtbag.
Yes, I have. Especially because...
One leg's all longer than the other.
No,
all fucked up.
My mother's going to sewing machine. My mother's going to sewing machine. So I remember doing senior year.
Oh my God.
In the senior year, I'm like, yo, fuck that. I'm buying them shorts. Cut these bitches off. It's so much for me.
I remember doing I had one leg like 2 inches longer than the other one, and the cut was all fucked up. I used some dull ass scissors
And
or something.
if you don't know, you've got to cut higher on the outside and arc down to the inside and go down to the inside, or your fucking balls are coming out the middle. Creep up.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And the last one I'm notorious for. Do you ever steal the shampoos from the hotel?
All every time.
Dirtbag. If I go to get my shaving kit right now, there's like 20 bottles from all the hotels.
Yeah, we got a bag of them too.
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
I don't think I have any real silverware left at this point. Oh. I'll throw a couple out here. Have you ever eaten cereal with the biggest spoon in the fucking drawer? Because have you ever
It's like a shovel. Yeah.
Have you ever eaten fucking steak with a serving fork because the regular forks are dirty? Dirtbag.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh,
You got to save them for the next section. For the next segment of Dirtbag.
Holy shit, that's good. Oh my god.
I just think, just today, I'm like, we got to come up with something new that's just funny. I haven't laughed that hard on this show since the fucking bat.
Oh
Since episode 1 with the bat.
Oh, that was fucking.
And I think we laughed harder after.
We did. Listen back to it. Oh, fucking.
Oh, God.
Stanish
My face hurts.
Stanish got me yesterday. He said he was taking a big fucking drag off the douche flute when I said about the like having a Newport for my asshole, talking about the thing.
Townsy, too.
Choked all over the smoke and everything.
Townsy, too. Townsy spit out and like fucked up his cigar.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's like your asshole smoked a Newport.
It was. It's like minty.
So that's our new segment, Dirtbag.
I love it.
That's a lot of fun.
Fucking country crock.
Yeah. That's the first thing I thought of. How many times I've eaten fucking cereal out of a country crock butter bowl.
30, 40 easily.
And back then in the 80s, it was out of margarine. You didn't even have butter.
Yeah. It was the blue container.
Holy fuck, man. My fucking cheeks hurt.
that
was
awesome.
fun. That was absolutely fun. I enjoyed that a lot.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's get to Highland's next favorite segment. All right. This week's over and under. I'll start first because I got them on the screen.
All right.
Number 1, sunglasses.
Underrated.
Underrated.
Yeah.
Although I don't wear them nearly enough, but this time of year it's so fucking bright you need them.
Right, and like Lauren and Zach got me a nice pair of fucking Pit Vipers last year, and it's like I wore them a few times, but
You wore them to Summer's wedding.
I did, and I should wear them more. They're awesome.
Yep. I have some of the Bammers. My dad always had the Bammers.
Yep.
I wear different kinds, but right now I got these Bammers, and I like them. It's the old mirrored fucking,
Hell yeah.
you know, highway patrol sheets.
Yep.
Number 2, laundry pods. You know, like the Flings or the Tide Pods.
Overrated.
Really,
Yeah,
I like them.
You know why? Because I'm a cost guy, and generally I'll buy the smaller bottle of detergent, which will last me 2 weeks, or the smaller bag of pods is like $4 more. So I just end up getting the detergent.
Well, you do a lot more laundry.
And I overuse the detergent too.
Yeah,
Well,
it
calls for half a cup. I'm putting 4. So I don't know.
Yeah. All right, number 3, Catskill Game Farm.
Looking back at it now, overrated.
Really, I say highly underrated.
But I think for the enjoyment we had there as kids, underrated. But I'm looking back because I'm thinking, you know how many times we were up there and the fucking animals were molting and looking like half dead and shit?
Yeah, but that was towards the end when we were parents.
Right.
And when we were kids, that and Carson City and that were fucking.
See, I never went to Carson City.
Oh my God, that place was amazing.
Yeah, I always wanted to. Never made it to Carson City.
Number 4, Ed Sheeran.
Underrated.
Underrated.
Yeah, very good singer.
When you can get any crowd to its feet, and I mean any crowd,
yeah,
he's that good of a musician.
Oh yeah.
I think very underrated.
Yeah, I agree.
And my number 5, diplomas.
Diplomas?
Yeah, not like earning one, just the actual diploma itself.
Overrated because you can't ever fucking read what they say.
Right.
Like, fuck Old English. I know it looks cool and everything, but I'm fucking squinting. I'm trying to see, like, okay, cool, you went to this university, but I can't read anything else.
I don't even know where mine is from school,
I couldn't tell you.
From Army graduation, nothing.
No, me neither.
No one's asked me to ever see the fucking thing. I don't know.
No.
I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. Like, I mean, I think that's just something like you would put up because you're proud, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's, honestly, I believe it's more for, like, your parents than anything else.
Yeah.
Like, it was nice to...
I just think they're overrated. Unless you're a doctor of some sort, dentist, doctor.
And ball out and have a wall full, but Yeah, overall, no, I don't need that.
But we're not college graduates like that, so
Right.
you probably don't appreciate it as much.
Probably because we're shitting on it.
Yeah. All right, what's yours?
Number one, peanut brittle.
Underrated occasionally. On like if you had to eat it like throughout the year, overrated.
But on occasion.
But if it's like Christmas time, underrated.
Yeah, I agree. Number two, egg noodles.
Are they like broad noodles, kind of same thing? Fucking underrated.
They go with everything.
Everything.
Love
Just
them.
by themselves with butter.
Yes, butter, a little bit of cheese, a little grated cheese on them.
Yep.
Fuck a bag up.
Yep. Fuck a bag up. Yep. A bag, not even a little bit.
The bag.
The bag.
Yeah. Number three, Ollie's.
Ollie's the store?
Yeah.
Underrated.
Yeah?
I think so because you'll get like you ever think about this? Like Lowe's and Home Depot or whatever. At the end of the year, at the end of summer in the fall, where do all them fucking air conditioners go? They go to Ollie's.
They do.
And then you can get a brand new air conditioner, basically a leftover model at Ollie's for $100 less than anywhere else.
That I'll give you for that. But the reason why I say over is if you're trying to, say you want to put flooring down in your house and you buy fucking 10 boxes and a year later you go in, oh fuck, I never did that closet. Yeah, good luck going back to Ollie's to try to find the magic.
No, but that's
flooring.
why, because it's an
It's
bargain
closeouts.
outlet. It's
Right.
closeouts.
Yeah.
That's why I say underrated.
Number four, Christmas tree shops.
Underrated.
Yeah, super underrated.
Especially the gigantic ones on Cape Cod.
Yes, Carly spends way too much time in them, so they end up annoying the shit out of me.
Yep.
But you can find pretty much everything you need there.
No, but if like you and I went there to get stuff for the beach before we went to the in the Cape.
Oh, way underrated. Everything's
minutes,
right there. Yeah.
Minutes, you're right in, right out.
Yep.
And they got a little bit of everything.
Number five, which actually sparked the whole peanut brittle, because at one point in the movie today, I watched George McFly empty an entire box of peanut brittle into a bowl.
Yep.
Back to the Future.
Probably one of the most underrated movies ever.
Such a good movie.
I don't even think, I think overall it's not underrated. Like, I don't think people think it's overrated.
Right.
But I think it's underrated for the time, for
Right.
what they thought the future would be, like the whole series.
Yeah.
And how it all tied up. But what a great movie. A unique concept and something you probably will not see again until maybe towards the end of our life when we're in our 60s. They might redo it, but I know all the people involved don't want to ever have it redone.
They shouldn't, because you can't recreate that magic.
No. And to think, 90% of that movie was shot with a different actor.
Yeah.
The red-haired guy there, Eric something.
Eric. What do you mean? Wait. What?
You don't know that? He was the Marty McFly role.
Really?
Yeah. Hold on one second. Original.
What made them switch to Michael J. Fox?
What they wanted Michael J. Fox, and he wasn't Eric Stoltz.
Okay.
And he wasn't available immediately because of family ties.
Okay.
And then somehow he became available, and they were like, this isn't working with this guy. So if you look on, you can find the original scenes all with Eric Stoltz.
No shit.
Out there, yeah.
Yeah, Michael
That'll
J.
be
Fox.
a rabbit hole you fall down this one.
Oh, absolutely. That tonight, as I'm going to bed. Michael J. Fox was so hot at the time because of family ties.
Yes. Yep.
But him, Christopher Lloyd, Leah Thompson, the cast was great.
And then you got to figure Jennifer then became Elizabeth Shue in part 2 and 3.
Yep. Crispin Glover as his father.
Yeah, who was younger than him.
Yeah, way younger.
But
looks phenomenal today.
They aged him up for that movie, yeah.
But that laugh.
And your best friend in high school looks just like Biff.
He's got that a lot. Especially in high school, he had the Biff Tannen hair.
Mm-hmm. And the same twitch.
Yeah.
Say hi to your mom, butthead.
But, yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah. Underrated. We got Back to the Future on the wall right behind you.
Sure do.
If actually you move your head one way, they can see... No, the other way. Yep, right there. You see the DeLorean peeling out with the flames behind it.
There you go.
Is that it?
That's what I got.
Anything for Rabbit Hole?
Rabbit Hole. A lot of baseball stuff. If you look up individual players, it'll be like, was X player X really that good, or was he that bad? but there was a really, really good one. It's almost an hour long. So for YouTube, it's pretty long.
Yep.
Ricky Henderson.
Yeah.
Wow. How good he was, how long he was good, and how far into his 40s he was still doing shit that kids 20 years younger couldn't do.
Couldn't do. I remember him telling a story. He went somewhere and he was 40, and he was having a problem. And somebody went over to him and goes, what's going on here, man? You're Ricky fucking Henderson.
Right.
And he's like...
Oh, that's when he was in the independent league.
Yeah.
And then he caught fire and hit 330 and led the team to the fucking championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might have been like 50 at that time.
Yeah, because he had not officially announced his retirement because he was still hoping to get picked up again.
He's a 3,000 hitter, right? 3,000 hits.
Hit club? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I don't think anybody will touch his stolen base record.
Stolen bases won't get touched. Runs won't get touched. He's all-time runs leader.
And he's a Hall of Famer?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But, he's kind of one of them guys. He was always kind of a dick, though, with the way he caught the ball.
Right. But he's aged gracefully. He is so humble now.
Oh, dude. He was so athletic, though.
Oh, it was crazy.
He had thighs like fucking Earl Campbell.
Chiseled. After watching that, I just researched Ricky Henderson home run trot, and how he would style on home runs was fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
Today, he'd be getting thrown at the next at bat. Picking at his shirt. He'd almost hit the dugout. He would fucking round first so far out to come back in. It was absurd. But the dude was such an athlete.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I had a little bit of baseball this week. I'm looking at bats. Like they're testing all the bats.
Bat making?
Yeah. No, that and they're testing out all the
bros.
bats where they're going to like the 90s bats. They come across
the baseball bat bros.
The BB core bat from Easton, and they're like, this thing's hitting rockets, 117 miles an hour off.
I watched one. It was a university kid, a college kid, hit one with a BB core bat from like 92.
Yep.
454 to dead center. Exit velo was like 119.
Yeah, and I was watching that, and then I showed Boston like what Easton Black Magics were all about.
It was shit.
He's like, what's that? And I'm like, they still make a Black Magic now.
Yeah.
He's like, what do you mean? I said, if you played in the 80s, the Black Magic was like the bat that, the kids that weren't from Mount Marion Park had. I never had that.
The Black Magic,
or the ceramic bat. Remember that?
They sucked.
I know they sounded funky, but yeah,
it had to be over 80 degrees to play with them, and else they would break. TPX when they first came out.
TPX had a really good TPX,
and the Omahas.
Yep,
was the official college bat.
Right.
And they still make them all, I think, to this day. They have.
I used to like the Easton C-Core bat. That thing was awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was kind of like my rabbit hole for the week.
Eric Sim they did a whole thing where they made homemade baseballs, and then they repaired broken wooden bats using different things. He hit one. He repaired the handle with cement, and it held up through like 4 rounds.
Yep.
And the fucking exit velo off it was crazy because the bat was like 13 ounces heavier than before. Like getting it around was a chore.
Right.
But if you started your swing early, oh my god.
Yeah.
Fucking momentous shit.
That's crazy.
Duct tape worked good too.
Yeah, sure did. Awesome, dude. That was a good week, man. I like where we're at.
Yeah, it flew
by, but I'm good. I'm out of everything.
We can't laugh any harder.
No. I need a little break to give my ribs a little bit of a break from that.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Dirtbag segment. I like that one.
That's
got to have a comeback.
Absolutely.
All right, buddy. I'm good.
All right, for Gmac, this is Winnie. This has been the Outlaw Blitz podcast, and as always, take it easy.